So I'm going to change the brake pads out on this 2014 Chevy Cruze of mine. Just wanted to have this video for you and for me in the future. All right, so first thing, pop the hood and go ahead and take the cap off the brake fluid. That's first thing. And next, I want you to see everything that you will need. So a bucket just to keep stuff in. This is grease, I greased the bolts with that. Some brake cleaner. Obviously you'll have to buy the brake pads, and also some brake lubricant to put on this side of it. Not that side, but this side. Screwdriver, bungee, I'll show you why. Flashlight is always good. Okay, the lug nuts are loosened, and now it's time to jack it up. On this little concoction, I turn it all the way to the right, and then I start the cranking process. And keep in mind the brake is on, just for precautions, and that will work. And like I said, this guy is just for precautionary purposes. Okay, with all the safety in place, it's now time to remove this. And like I said, figure out what millimeter you're going to need before you get started. That way it'll save you some time. Now we're going to take off this one and this one down here for the brake pads. And for the top one, this brake line is going to be in the way, so just pop it off. It slides right in there, typically, at least on this vehicle. And then these should not be super tight. However, who knows? That one. That one. Like I said, just loosen them up. And then this is when your bungee cord is going to come into play, because what you're going to do is you're going to put this one up here, just right there on the spring. You're going to use that, and then you're going to take the rest of it off, but I'm going to need two hands. Okay, so I have them both off, and now you're going to go ahead and just slide it out. Now the thing about this is you don't want it dangling because of that line. You don't want to jeopardize that that brake line. So it's just kind of dangling, holding it, or the holder of the brake pads. There's your piston. We'll be pushing that in here momentarily with the caliper, and then we'll clean all this out as well. And next thing we'll do is we'll take off the brake pads. The brake pads typically just slide right out. Nothing too difficult about that. That one, and then the inside one will also slide right out. Now the thing about the inside one right here is it has this little clip, and when you purchase the brake pads, two will come with a clip and two will not. So you'll know easily. Just remember that this clip here, it'll go up. It faces up from the inside, at least on this vehicle. So that's that. Also, when you buy the brake pads, it'll come with these clip holders. Those are right here, and that's when the screwdriver comes in handy. You just pop it off. That one, and then just go ahead and pop this one off as well. You can be rough with them because, well, you got new ones. And I'm just going to start spraying around in here. And that's when your rag is going to come in play. You're going to clean it off with a rag. Also in here, you can let it out. Just to clean it up a little bit before you get started. So in regards to these clip holders, they're incredibly easy because they just, well, slide right in. Now the brake pads, again, get you some brake lubricant. This helps with the squeaking noises that often can happen, and just put it on there and spread it out. There too. These insides here. So the best thing to do with this brake pad when you put it in is go ahead and put the bottom end first, like it sets right in there, and then this little notch right here, bring it through, and then you might have to push up on that a little bit, but it's just gonna slide right in, just like that. So that's that one. And now we come to this guy, and again, clip goes up, and in like that, same way. Okay, now they're both in. Press in this piston because you have to press it in, because when you put this on, it's not gonna fit. It needs to be pressed in. And just to be safe, I know there's a lot of people that use a rig system, but just be on the safe side and go ahead and rent this. And it comes with different sets. I already got mine on here. And it's almost like a little magnet thing right there. Clips all those to the hole. And then this thing right here, it went through. So just slide it on through, like so. Okay, so it's in there, just like that. And then you'll begin to tighten it up, and this piston here will squeeze in. Now, you may need to watch your brake fluid while you do it. And if it starts to act up or rise up any a little bit, just suction some of it out. You can always put more in. This little suction, I don't think I'll have to do that though. Okay, I'll tighten this up. And now that piston is pushed all the way back, which means this little guy will fit right back on there. And I'll get it all bolted back into place. When you put the bolts back in, you don't have to be Iron Man and push and tighten it with all of your might. Don't forget to put the brake line holder back on here. And I'll go ahead and remove my flashlight here. And there you have it. Now it's time to put on the tire. And this is a good opportunity, by the way, to go ahead and clean the rim. Just nice to do it. It's easier when it's off, so I'll go ahead and clean that off now. And go ahead and again check the brake fluid. Make sure you put the cap back on. Mine looks good. Pump the brakes a few times. So that's that. I took her for a spin and all is well. Again, I just pumped the brakes a few times and then I took it around the block and all is well. And I hope that this video is helpful for me in the future and you. Take it easy. God bless.